Murderer found guilty with and without a Ouija board. And charities hit out at the lottery. Why they say they're losing out.
The National Lottery is essentially a government racket.
Can't explain love.
Between love and madness lies obsession.
Obsession for men. Calvin Klein.
Psychokinetic, the perpetual accuracy of quartz without a battery, unique to Seiko. It just needs some action. Seiko performs. The rest is up to you. Psychokinetic.
Mom, it's all days before the Christmas.
But he'll be far too busy to eat all those.
Just Brazils. You give them because you love them.
Someone has 1,000 ideas for Christmas. Boots. Someone cares.
Oh, the Christmas TV Times, my favorite for Parisio. Get your family Christmas TV Times now.
One mobile phone network covers under half the UK population. Another covers under 3/4. But Cellnet covers 98% of the UK population. So it's hardly surprising that in the last 12 months, more than 750,000 people have joined Cellnet. Shouldn't you be on the big network?
Listen, this stuff that we make, it's powerful. It makes you powerful. This stuff, it makes you take it. Listen, gather up your ideas, run with it. It makes you powerful. Just do something amazing. We're in your corner, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do. This stuff that we make, listen.
With the Boredom Coffee Maker, you just spoon in the coffee, add hot water, then press down. Boredom Coffee Makers, from around £7.
Esprit de la champagne.
I love that beat. Vous êtes vraiment dégoûtante.
Non, mais je rêve. Mais tu perds ton temps, il aime que les mecs. I'll do anything for love. Très scorpion comme comportement.
Je le sens. Jean-Paul Gaultier. Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Welcome back. Christmas shoppers were given a warning today. Look closely before buying electrical goods with extended guarantees. The office...
News at 10 in central London.
Chastening thoughts before you buy your lottery ticket tomorrow. And that's news at 10 tonight, and for this week, see you Monday. From all of us here at ITN, good night.
Hello, good evening. Well, a very changeable, very unsettled weekend in prospect. Wet and windy weather spreading east through the night tonight, associated with this warm front. Perhaps a little snow in the Scottish mountains for a time, but the mild weather will get right across the whole country by the morning. However, the cold front coming along behind that later tomorrow heralds that colder weather working its way steadily in across the country. Well, it should be right across everybody by about the middle of the day on Sunday. So, as I said, a very changeable weekend. So, let's come back to the start of tomorrow. And basically, virtually the whole country will be cloudy, some drier slots perhaps in eastern Scotland. You will find some patchy rain in the southeast to begin with. That'll be Moving away quite steadily, and then more central and eastern parts will tend to brighten up a little bit as we go through the day. West, though, staying a little bit cloudy with some outbreaks of rain, but the real rain up to the northwest of Scotland, coming into Northern Ireland. Through the afternoon, that pushes into eastern Scotland, followed by somewhat brighter and showery weather along behind. Now, temperatures tomorrow, these are actually quite mild, 10 to 12 degrees Celsius up to the 50s Fahrenheit, but generally speaking, a very windy day with gales in exposed western parts in particular. So then what does Sunday have in store for us? Well, basically, we still have the remnants of that rain kicking around the southeastern corner of the country to start the day. Brighter weather up to the eastern side of Scotland, but plenty of showers in the west and north. Those showers turn increasingly to sleet and snow as we go through the day. And that brighter weather working its way steadily across the whole of the country as we go through the morning. Bright spells and showers then to end the day, but the showers heavy in the west, increasingly wintry with thunder and hail mixed in. Snow on the Scottish mountains. If the wind's up to gale, perhaps even severe gale force, it'll feel very cold.
Today, Mr. Latham.
Economic advisor to the UN. Sir, this is Dr. Ledlow. You driver, take the lumber job up the limit of the Bumpy Humble.
You must be Richard Latham.
Yes.
Hey, I'll take that.
I don't think so. Crime is rife in the city, Dr. Lovely.
So, how to outwit the thieves. Boff, you go to the airport. I'll stay here and guard the shopping.
Outside the door.
Outside the door of the wardrobe, yes. In case they come through the window.
On the 33rd floor, sir?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to have a lie down.
Ah, this is the place. So, you'll be lying here, the shopping will be here, the best place for me, I think, is here. Good. Didn't you buy these only Barclay kind?
Yes.
Well,
they're automatically insured.
Sir? The shopping's covered, sir.
Thank you, Barclay card!
On Meridian late tonight, British Gas is criticised for its handling of an emergency in Sussex. Schoolgirl tells how she came face to face with a knife man. And police warn of the dangers of too much Christmas spirit. Good evening. British Gas has been heavily criticised for the way it dealt with an emergency in Sussex. 40,000 homes were affected when supplies were contaminated with nitrogen. The industry's watchdog says the incident in Worthing 2 months ago was badly handled.
79-year-old Ronald Greer had to survive for 3 days without gas. For heat, he had just an ancient 2-bar electric fire. He had no central heating, hot water or cooker.
My house was not at the temperature that I like, obviously. We were cold.
Gas was cut off to 40,000 homes in and around Worthing after the system was contaminated with nitrogen. It was being used to clean out an old gasometer. Though harmless itself, nitrogen makes pilot lights go out, and it was feared that once supply was restored, gas would leak out and cause an explosion. The Gas Consumers Council says the emergency was poorly handled, communication was inadequate at best and negligent at worst. British Gas wouldn't be interviewed, but said the Gas Consumer Council was slightly unjust and had raked over old arguments, that it wasn't a dangerous situation and the company and emergency services were able to learn from it. They say they used all the resources available to them.
A mother is demanding greater security at a Southsea school after her daughter was approached by a man inside the premises. The 7-year-old says the man threatened her with a knife. The headmaster at Craneswater Junior School says staff are vigilant.
Victoria Madden was spending a quiet day at home with her mum today, too frightened to go into school. The brave 7-year-old from Southsea was confronted by a stranger who found his way into her classroom yesterday lunchtime. She'd come in from the playground for her coat and was all alone. She says he threatened her with a kitchen knife.
He said hello to me and I just ignored him. And, well, he said, if you don't say hello to me, I'll stab you.
She kept saying, I did the right thing, Mummy, I did the right thing. And I was so brave and I didn't let him see me cry. And I thought, I couldn't have reacted as coolly as she did and calmly.
Victoria's mother is angry that the man was able to walk into Craneswater Junior School. She wants security to be stepped up. But the headmaster says teachers are vigilant. They challenged the man twice before escorting him out.
Visitors that we don't know, we've never seen before, don't recognise, aren't parents, we ask them to wear a visitor's badge and we mark their name down in a book and they return the visitor's badge when they've finished.
Meanwhile, Victoria's mother is thankful that her daughter is home safely, more aware than ever of the importance of avoiding strangers.
A Sussex firm has been fined £10,000 after scaffolding erected around a 5-storey house collapsed. One worker was killed and another badly injured in the incident at 3rd Avenue in Hove. Regency Scaffolding of Brighton admitted breaching health and safety regulations. Lewis Crown Court was told the company was not insured and was likely to go into liquidation. Damage estimated at many thousands of pounds has been caused at a carpet warehouse in Dorset tonight. 30 firefighters tackled the blaze at the Riverside Park Industrial Estate. Gas board workmen were called after a main was fractured by the heat. No one was hurt. News that Britain is to buy 25 American Hercules transport planes for the RAF has been welcomed on the Isle of Wight. The Westland Aerospace factory at East Cowes makes the aircraft engine casings, and the order means job security for the 1,100 employees. A campaign has been launched in Bournemouth to counsel young men who are contemplating suicide. Dorset has one of the highest suicide rates in Britain, and most are among men aged between 15 and 25. Last year there were 40 deaths within that age group. Now the Youth Advisory Service has set up a special helpline.
They've just built me from being on the streets and being really down to somebody that I've got a lot of confidence now, I've got a lot more self-esteem.
With Christmas just a week away, the crackdown on drink drivers this year looks like being one of the toughest yet. So far, Sussex police have stopped 13,000 motorists and breathalyzed 605.
Martin Alsop was just 22 when he was killed by a drunk driver. His family from Crawley have spent the last 6 years trying to cope with his death. Christmas is one of the most difficult times. It may be the season of goodwill, but they can't forgive and they'll never forget.
If anyone wants to be hated this Christmas, drink and drive.
But the Alsops won't be the only family grieving this Christmas. Each year, hundreds of people are killed on Britain's roads by drink drivers. Thousands are seriously injured. Sussex police say more people are tempted to drink and drive at Christmas. This year, they're stopping motorists and breathalyzing them at the roadside.
This year, I mean, our main target, obviously, is anyone who drinks and drives and is not prepared to heed the warnings that we are given. We're looking at the normal drinking types that you would expect, public houses and the evening. We're also looking at the office-type party where people have a drink during the day and then drive home in the evening.
This driver was just over the limit and let off with a caution. He was given a second chance. The next victim won't be so lucky.
Finally, there's one football result tonight in the Ensley League Division 2, Bournemouth 1, Wrexham 3. And that's all the news from Meridian for now today. Our next bulletin is at lunchtime tomorrow. Goodbye.
Meridian Weather, sponsored by Legal & General, providers of life and pensions.
Good evening. Well, it's a bit on the chilly side outside at the moment, but I think you'll find the cloud will be moving in quite soon. The night will become misty and murky, patchy fog on the high ground, bit of drizzle around, and by dawn, temperatures up to 10, that's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, our chart for noon tomorrow shows us between two fronts, southwesterly winds, so a cloudy and mild day tomorrow, then this front coming through, clearing it away with sunshine and showers on Sunday. So a dull start tomorrow morning, still some spots of drizzle around, but as we go through the morning, slowly drying out. Into the afternoon, a lot of cloud, dry, and a chance of just a glimpse of sun, mainly in the northeast of the area there. The winds, they'll be strong, coming from the southwest, and the best temperatures tomorrow, up to 12, that's 54 degrees Fahrenheit. That's all from me now. Enjoy your weekend.
Do you feel lucky?
You want to play the game, you better know the rules.
In case you don't realize it, Callahan, your name is on this list, too.
Clint Eastwood.
The Deadpool is just a harmless thing.
Liam Neeson.
Sounds pretty sick to me.
Go ahead. Make his day.
You're just out of luck.
The Deadpool. Saturday at 9:15 on Meridian.
Sunday on Meridian, Blue Watcher back in action, fighting a blaze in a terraced house. The sparks are really flying.
Cross from me again, why not?
What have I done to you? I'm leaving Blackwall, Kevin.
Relationships could be extinguished.
Because I'm having your baby.
London's Burning, Sunday at 9 on Meridian.
Julie Peasgood's in Cortina, Italy for ski time after the break.
Funerals, so sad, yet traditionally such a good opportunity to imbibe a glass of light, delicate Croft original. Beautifully chilled. Unfortunately, all my friends and family are in the peak of health, so sometimes I have to help nature run her course. Gilbert here passed away this afternoon following a swift blow to the back of the head, and I wanted to give him a proper send-off. I thought poached with parsley would be nice.
Chilled Croft Original. Best served. Often.
You hate me, don't you? Say it. I hate you too. I hate you so much. I think I'm going to die from it. Die. Share the fantasy. Chanel number 5.
Loss of dignity. Despair. Desperate acts born from frustration. And ultimately, extinction. The cause, a cunning new widget in a can of Worthington's, making chilling it a thing of the past. Unfortunately, perfect bitter at the perfect temperature looks like making fridges a thing of the past, too. So you don't need to fridge it with Worthington's widget.
Your sketches. DIY television. Beatles Hot Shots. Sunday, 8:30 on Meridian.
Alamo sponsors Ski Time to help you reach a higher standard.
Hello and welcome to Ski Time. I'm Julie Peasgood and Ski Time is the weekly winter sports show that reports on the action, news, fashions and resorts across Europe and North America. Now, do you remember last week?